So in this lecture, we will discuss the three-dimensional plot. And for the three-dimensional plot, as we have discussed that for the two-dimensional plots, we use the plot command, and for the three-dimensional line plots, we will use plot 3 command. And then naturally, as we used to use the plot, then x comma y. But here there are three independent parameters. So we will use here the plot 3, then x comma y comma z, and then line specifiers and their property name and the property value as we use in the case of the plot 2. So the commands is more or less same. What is the difference? That in the two-dimensional plots we have to use the plot command, and here we have to use the plot 3 command. Now we have the three parameters x, y, z, and x, y, z are defined in terms of the t. So first we will define the range of the t here. This is the example. Here the t is a parameter that has been here they defined from the initial value to the final value here, and then x, y, z are defined in terms of the t here, and then we use the plot 3 command x, y, z, k, and the line specifier k, that is black in color, and line width and the grading is the property and the property value. And on the x level we will write the x, on the y level we will write the y, and the z level we will write the z, and then we will get here the graph. Now we are moving to some more complex three-dimensional plots in which we will see that the graph is very complex, but here the command is very simple. For the plotting of the matrix data here, suppose we are interested to draw the mesh plot having the grid, then we will here they use the x plot 3 x, y, z, and then grading on. And how the x, y, z will be defined? We will define the z in terms of x and y, and x, y here the mesh grading. Now we are coming to the which will be used for the different projects. For the surface part, we will use the command, for the surface command, and for the surface contour and mesh contour plot, we use mesh mesh z, that is the curtain plot. If we see the curtain, then it has a vertical line, that is the vertical dimension, and z represents the vertical direction here. That's why we will use the mesh z for the curtain plot. And if we are interested for the surface plot with the colored value here, then we will use the p color here. And if surface plot has to be plotted using the here the illumination, then we have to use the surf L. And low level function on which high level functions are based for creating surface graphics objects. For that purpose we will use the surface command here. Now see some example. Suppose we are interested for the mesh and the mesh plot here. In the mesh plot, first of all we have to define the x, y, z. That is, the x is defined from -5 to the 5, having a uniform gap of the 0.25. Similarly, y has been defined here. X, y, that is the x, y, here the plane will be created having the mesh grid, and then z is defined in terms of the x, y, z. And here we will use only one command, that is the mesh x, y, z, and we will get here the command. And on x-axis we are interested to write the x, y-axis y, z-axis z. Now see here the result that returns due to this command here. Similarly, if we are interested, this is the another way of representing the same thing, but the function is different here. Here the function is the sinc function, that is the sine r by r. R is defined in terms of the x, y, and here we will define the, and z is defined as a function r sine r by r. We have defined the x, y as in the previous PPT, and mesh grading takes place here. R will be defined in terms of the x and y, and z is a sinc function. that is defined in terms of the R. And here, if we see it very minutely, then we will find that in this case we are using the dot then operator, because this is the element wise operation here, and we will get here the this sync function three-dimensional plot. Again, and that is related to the mesh plot here. And if we are interested for the surface plot having the sync function, then we have to use the surf command here. And if we draw the surf command and at the same time we are interested for the illumination, then that will be then we have to write the surf L here. Now say this is the surface plot in which the x and y are defined, then plane xy is defined, z will be defined in terms of the xy, and we will use the surf command and we can write something on the x-axis, y-axis and the z-axis. All the commands are same, whatever we have discussed here, and we can use the different function in the different ways here. Now it is again a mesh function, and this in this one what we are doing, we generate the unevenly sampled data within the range -8 to 8, then use line space, then we are using the mesh grading, then we are using the grading of the data, then we are using a plot command, and for that purpose we are using the mesh plot here, mesh x, y, z. Now suppose we are interested for the curtain plot, then for the curtain plot all are the same, but we have to use the command as the mesh z. So xy will be defined, and here the xy plane will be defined, z will be defined, and we will here use a special function that is the mesh z. So after using the mesh z command, we will get here the curtain plot here. Again, we are using here the mesh, but mesh C, that is the contour, and in this one we are using the mesh C. Now see the mesh plot along with the contours here. So what is the difference? All things is same, all things are same, that is the xy will be defined, then will be defined the plane xy and z in terms of the xy, then we will write mesh C in place of the mesh. Now we will write the mesh C x comma y comma z, and we will write something on the x level, y level and the z level. Now suppose we are interested for the surface contour plot, then all the parameters will remain same. Where is the difference? Difference is only at this function level, that is the surf C. Surf C is the same as the surf, except that contour plot is drawn beneath the surface here. Now if we are interested for the here the highlights that shows the different types of the light effect here, then for that purpose we will use the surf L. Surf L is again same as the surf command. What is the difference here? Except that it draws the surface with highlights from a light source. Now we see here the graph related to the surf L. Now we observe, then we will find we are getting special types of the graphs for the purpose of the analysis having the three-dimensional plots. But what we have to do, we have not to do a very typical work, but we have to just focus on the words or the concepts which are related to these type of the operations here. Now suppose we are interested in order to represent the waterfall. Waterfall is unidirectional, so for that purpose we will use the waterfall command here, and we will define the x, y and z in the similar fashion as we have defined in the previous PPTs here. Now suppose we are interested only for the contours, as in the previous PPTs and previous discussion we have discussed here the surface plot as well as the mesh plot, then along with the contour plots here. Now suppose we are interested only for the contours plot here, and suppose 15 contours are required, then we will define the x, y, and z. Then we will write here the command contour 3 x comma y comma z, and then number of the contours that are required here 15. Now if we see this graph, then we will find that in middle there is one contour, upper side 7 and lower side 7. So the total 15 contours are there here. Now suppose we are again interested, this is again a type of the contour that is represented here. Again 15 contours, having 7 right side, 7 left side, and 1 in between them. Now suppose we are interested for the sphere plot. Then for the sphere plot, we have to define the x, y, z using the sphere function. And normally value of the n is considered 20. So for the sphere plot, we will use the sphere command. Then we have to cover the total surface. So we will utilize here the surf x comma y comma z. And then whatever it is has to be written on the x-axis or the y-axis and the z-axis. Accordingly, we will decide here using the command x level, y level, and z level. So here now we see for the 20, the n20, the command is x comma y comma z sphere 20, and then we will write the surf x, y, z, and then semicolon whatever has to be written on the x level, y level, and the z level. Now suppose we are not aware with any command, then what we have to and the property of any function. After the prompt command, that is this command, in the command window, we will just write the name of the command. Then after putting a space, here first we will write the help. After the prompt, we will write the help, and then we will put a space, and after that we will write the name of the command, and by pressing the enter key, here it returns the description of the command. So MATLAB helps us, guide us, and also teaches us during that time when there is a requirement. And if during time of the writing of the code, if there is any error, then it indicates where is the error and what type of the error is taking place. So here, and one more thing, that this MATLAB is case sensitive. For example, if we have assigned any value for the capital A and another purpose of the calculation, we are here the calling the small a, then here the difference. Now suppose we have drawn any three-dimensional plot and we are interested in order to get the top view, side view, right side view, left side view, then for that purposes we have to decide the azimuth and that's why that is the top view. We have to decide what is the azimuth and what is the elevation angle. For example, it is the 090. Similarly, for the XZ plane, that is a side view, we will use here the 00. YZ plane, that is this one here, YZ plane, we have to use the 90 and 0 here. So according to this one, we can draw the side view, top view, and bottom view of any three-dimensional plot here. For example, we have drawn the three-dimensional plot and we have used here the surf command. And now if we are interested in order to get the view of the 180 that sets the viewpoint. So you are looking in the negative y direction with your eye at the z is equal to 0 elevation here. Now see, this is the mesh here, this is the surface plot, and for the view 180 degree, 180 and the 0 degree, the here left side, this is the plot that is related to the view 180, in which we are looking in the negative y direction with our eye at the z is equal to 0 elevation. Now suppose from the surface plot we are interested in order to get the view 90 and the 0. Then first we will define the x, y, z, and we will use the surface plot here by writing the command surf, and then put here view 90, 0, azimuthal and the elevation angle. Then what has to be written on the x-axis, y-axis, and the z-axis here. Now it is again the representation of the sphere plot here, and we have again used here the same value of the n, and we are getting the same graph here. Suppose we are interested in order to draw the graph for a polynomial. Now just recall about the different types of the systems. If the systems has the differential terms or the difference term, then that system is or known as the dynamic system. And if the system is described only by the polynomials, whatever is the power of the independent parameter or the variable, that will be named as the static system. For example, if we consider y is equal to x power 5 minus 12.1 x power 4 plus 40.59 x cube minus 17.015 x square minus 71.05 x plus 35.88. Now, how the polynomials will, this is the static system, but the nature is the nonlinear. Now just try to see this one. Here polynomials, how the polynomial will be described. In order to describe the polynomials, as we have discussed in the previous classes, that we will write the coefficients of the highest power towards the lowest power here. That is the 1 minus 12.1 and so on up to the last power lowest, that is x power 0, 35.88 here. Now this is the polynomial, that is mathematically we write this equation, and the same equation in MATLAB has been represented by writing the t is equal to in parenthesis by putting the corresponding coefficients of the equation here, polynomial. Now suppose we are interested in order to get the value of the polynomial for any value of the independent parameter, that is the here if we consider x is equal to 9, then for that purpose we will consider the polyvalue p comma 9, that is the value of the x here. Now the answer is this one, we will get the answer. Now suppose we are interested to get the value of the polynomial not for a specific value of the independent parameter or the x, but for a range of the x. Then we have to define the range. X is minus 1.5 to 6.5, having the uniform gap of the 0.1, and hence we will write here the y is equal to polynomial's value, that polynomial is defined by p, and for the different values of the x comma x here. Then this is the y here, and we will draw a plot between the x and y. Now see here the graph. This is the polynomial, and we have drawn this graph, that is if the value of the x changes from minus 1.5 to 6.7, then how the value of the y will change here. This is the variation of the polynomial having a value of the x from minus 1.5 to 6.7 here. Now in general, if we are interested to get the roots, then for the getting the roots we have to use the roots command. For the converting the roots to polynomial, we have to use the poly command. In order to get the value of polynomial, polyval. And if we are interested to evaluate the polynomial with matrix argument, then polyval will be utilized. And if we are interested for the partial fraction, expansion, residues, then residue will be a command here. We are interested for the fit polynomial to data, that is the polyfit, very important command. And if we are interested for differentiating the polynomial, polyder. We are interested to integrate the polynomial, polyend. We are interested to multiply the polynomials, convolve, C-O-N-V. We are interested to divide the polynomials, deconvolve. Now, these are the different examples which we can use for the different purposes and addition, subtraction. We are using here the different polynomials, subtraction, and multiplication. Describe polynomial and here more fitting towards the desired as we are in this of the n here. These are the some examples which we have discussed. The single command for the double precision, we will use the double, and for the fixed point number system, 8-bit integer int x and 16-bit int 16, etc. Accordingly, we can get here. And images, we use the imread, image read, then for the file name and then FMT. It reads a grayscale or the color image from a file specified by the string file name, where the string FMT specifies the format of the file. So what is happening in this one? If you use this command imread, the file where the image is stored, that image will be converted in a matrix form. The image
Sir?
Yes, we have the different types of the command.
So voice in our students
and the three-dimensional plot. So thank you very much about this lecture or patience hearing. If you have any query, then please ask. Any query?
सर वॉइस क्लियर नहीं आ रही स्टूडेंट्स को.
अच्छा बोलना चाह रहे हैं कुछ?